Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video that is quite unfortunate. This one is titled Australian Reporter Reflects on Being Shot with a Rubber Bullet During LA Protest. Yeah, this is horrible. You know why? Because there has been like so many wars in this world where news reporters have went there, and I don't think there's a case of them getting hurt. You know what I mean? Because these people are just reporting news. So, you know, they're supposed to be highly protected. But yeah, I don't really want to get into all the negative politics coming out of the United States right now. But hey, this is going to be my first video related to that from an Australian perspective. It's quite unfortunate. My apologies. And let's check out this video. And yeah, you guys can let me know your thoughts and feedback about the situation at hand. And yeah, without further ado, man, let's check it out.
The chaos unfolding in LA is sending shockwaves across the globe. Our very own US correspondent Lauren Tomasi was caught up in the mayhem, shot with a rubber bullet. Take a look.
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
Oh my God. It was, hold on. I thought it was coming. Nah, that ain't no straight, bro. Nah, I'm actually upset right now. Bro, I'm actually upset. That came from right there on the left side, bro. I'm mad, bro. That came from the left side. It came from one of them punks right there. How you gonna do that to Lil Mama? No, that is crazy, dude. Like, what? Dude, it came from left side, bro. I thought it came from all the way down there because they trying to, you know what I mean? That is crazy, bro. Hold on, bro. It's him. I see him turning around. Oh my God. He aimed at her. Bro, he needs to lose his job, bro. He literally aimed at her. He's doing that right now, bro. I'm literally mad. This is disgusting. Like, what? He aimed at her. Like, I did not think it was coming from this side of the clip, bro. I thought it was coming from over there where the red car is at, because I'm like, that's expectable, you know what I mean? Like, it's an unfortunate situation. Nah, this is not unfortunate. This is very disgusting. He needs to get fired. Oh, wow. Let me see if I'm overreacting, because what the hell, bro? I'm not overreacting, bro. He literally spot up, aimed at her. Dude, what? I don't even want to see the rest of the video, bro. 25 seconds in, I'm mad. I'm mad, bro. This is bad, bro. Like, she's clearly a reporter. There's a massive camera in front of her, bro. This is not an accident. How can this be an accident? I'm so upset, bro. So upset. I'm gonna shut up for the rest of the video. I'm too upset to talk right now.
You just shut the
You okay?
I'm good.
Doesn't matter how many times you watch it, right? Lauren joins us live now from LA. Lauren, I mean, I think we were all so shocked and so deeply troubled by what happened to you yesterday. How are you feeling this morning?
Morning, Sarah and Carlos. I'm good, thank you. I have a bit of a bloody big old bruise and it's a little bit sore, but I am all okay, thank you.
Hey, can you talk us through just, you know, it was obviously, it's been a big couple of days,
Yeah.
but it seemed to me that escalated. And talk us about to what happened before and then during it after.
Yeah, I mean, we were reporting on the Today Show all morning the situation on the ground in downtown LA. My cameraman Jimmy and I had started by that detention centre in downtown LA, and there was, you know, a few skirmishes here and there and a little bit of chaos moments as we went throughout the morning, but it was about 5 o'clock local time when there were suddenly just thousands of protesters on the streets of downtown LA, and we felt that presence of the LAPD and law enforcement really ramp up. Jimmy and I went live. We were doing a cross into the program. And police started pushing their way up the street. They'd begun firing tear gas canisters and those rubber bullets, and we moved onto the sidewalk and really tried to stay out of the way. what you saw, that report, was at the end of that live cross. We'd moved off to the side of the road. We were at the side of police. I had my back to those LAPD officers. I was really focused on the camera and, you know, finishing that report, telling what was happening. And I got hit. Jimmy scooped me up and we made our way out of there as quickly as possible. Bit of a shock.
Oh, I mean, it's a tremendous shock, Lauren. And
Just can't. Oh my god, bro. I don't even know how the hell she's so strong and she just cooling it every time, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, cause it do with my daughter. I'm mad. Bro, that dude. He was like, so he had that thing, right? And he turned around. He upped it, and then he shot. That's not an accident. That's intentional. It's just crazy, bro. Like what could possess him to do that? Like, what could be the reason for that? Like, I don't get it. I genuinely don't. It's so bad, bro.
And you were just doing your job, right? And we've been in awe of your coverage for the past few days and how incredibly difficult those circumstances are for you. We know it was tense. I mean, those circumstances that you found yourselves in for that report specifically seemed to be somewhat calmer. And then all of a sudden, you know, he turned and fired at you. It just seems so out of place and so bizarre. Have you managed to, has there been any explanation? Have you been able to sort of gain any intel on how that happened, why that happened?
No, I mean, where we were standing, it felt like things had calmed down a little bit after that big, you know, chaos of moving up the street. And we'd found a moment where...
My 2 cents, La Mama, check me out. He was the only officer that turned around. Everybody else was aligned to the direction that the group. So it was like a half of a rectangle square, right? So a 90-degree angle. They were facing that direction, right? And he turned around, right? It was very calm. You could visibly see that it was calm. I know what it looks like when American cops are going crazy. That ain't one of the moments, right? They were very much calm at that moment. I don't know why he did that. I genuinely don't know. There's no excuses for it. Absolutely none.
Police were still standing off there, but... you know, it had calmed for a moment. The police were standing still, and that is why we stepped off to the side. We weren't in a group of protesters or anything. We were with other media. I think you can see a cameraman walk behind me in the middle of that shot. So, look, we were doing our best to report what was happening from the scene in the safest way we possibly could. And Jimmy and I were listening to everything the LAPD had been saying to us.
But also, you're balancing a lot there, and you've also got protesters who are furious with you. And for the most part, over the last couple of days, I've seen you in every circumstance be calm and talk to these people. You've also been fearlessly unbiased. So that's reporting both sides of it. And then out of the blue, you get lined up. Yeah. Is that how... I mean, you're loath to... I know you. You're loath to be part of this story. But in a way you are, and it's going to have reaction and ramifications across America. That's how bad the situation is in LA right now.
Look, I feel embarrassed, quite frankly. I really don't want to be the story as part of this. We were just on the ground trying to do our job. I was there. You know, Jimmy and I were doing our best to bring to Australia what is unfolding on the streets of LA. And it's a really unfortunate thing that has happened. And I think, you know, as a journalist, we want to be there telling the story. I think, you know, it's a really crappy thing that's happened, but I really don't want to be the story here. It is, you know, a really chaotic situation that's unfolding in Los Angeles.
I mean, Lauren, you've got so much grace, and as
she's wonderful, man. She's a beautiful soul. Like, she's amazing, bro. She's amazing. It's like, as a dad or whatever, you'd be very proud of her. Like, you know, she's amazing.
Carl said, we know that about you, and none of us ever want to be the story. You want to be reporting on the facts and what's unfolding in front of you, and you do that so well, and you've brought that to our audiences, as we said, for days now, and we take our hats off to you because you've been doing an incredible job. And yeah, just the way that officer turned and pointed at you and targeted you with your back to him. I mean, it's unforgivable. And we really feel for you, and, we thank you for your grace, frankly.
Lauren, you're going to be part of this story now ongoing. Do you have any reservations?
I mean, I think that it's so important that, journalists are out there doing our job, and we've got to keep on doing that. It's, no journalist wants to be the story. And certainly I hope that, we can move on from that and, focus what is unfolding, throughout America. It's a really tense situation at the moment. The sense on the ground is so tense. And, I just want to move on, and I will get back out there and keep on reporting it.
All right, good on you, Lauren. It's good to talk to you. And look, speak for yourself when you say you don't want to be the story. I'm, happy to be the story any day of the week.
Guys, I do have to tell you though, I've had some lovely people reach out, and one of the phone calls I didn't expect to get today was actually from the Italian consulate. Ciao, Lauren. Tomasi, you might have gathered, is actually an Italian name. And so the Italians have checked in on me, which was a really lovely moment. So.
What, was he asking if you were single or something? The Italians, they always see an angle.
Hopefully he offered you some tiramisu at the very least.
Asking me out for some pasta.
There you go. Hey, job well done, and we'll keep watching because it's such an important...
Yeah, job well done. She's an amazing person. Amazing. Man, she made me calm in a very upsetting situation. This was very frustrating, and it was absolutely wrong. And that guy should be punished, man. That is not cool at all. She wasn't instigating anything, right? And this is why American Cops has such a bad reputation across the world, because of things like this, like she did nothing wrong, right? And he could verbally say something if he had an issue. He didn't have to shoot someone with their back, you know what I mean, turned to him. Like, he literally angled himself and did that. It was very dangerous, reckless, and he deserves some sort of punishment. And I'm very disappointed that it seems as if she hasn't even, received any compensation verbally, financially, any compensation at all. Not even an apology, which is very, very shameful. It's embarrassing. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But you guys can let me know your thoughts about this situation and how you feel. And thank you for watching as usual. I'm out of here.